So, here we go. Game number 6 of this best of 9. Potentially the final map. We're in the close spawn positions and this is going to get very tense. Spawning down to the lower left-hand position. Representing NeuroSoft, we have got Welmu. And his opponent up to the top right, representing my insanity. One win away from taking this series and the majority of the $200. We've got Sacsri. So Welmu, he's got to win this. If he wants to bring this back, it is going to get pretty tense. It's going to get ridiculously hard. Every map now for Welmu is just a battle against what may seem like the inevitable. Sacsri though, I'd say he's in a comfortable spot. Actually, I'd say he's sitting there going, okay, I've got to get one more win out of potentially 3 more games. 4 more games. Yes, 4 more games including this one. That's quite good odds for the My Insanity player. We're also in the close spawn positions. That's why we're seeing a drone scout come out nice and early to make sure that there is nothing crazy going on. No proxy 2 gates. Oh, it's going to be a cannon rush! Or an attempted cannon rush. However, this beautiful drone, this beautiful, lovely drone that is a hero of all the Zerg swarm, has scouted the forge. He knows. He knows things. Spawning pool gets started, and now Welmu is just going to have to abandon the cannon rush. So it's now just a forge first into a nexus. Things still get pretty tough here though. Keeping an eye on what Sacsri's going to do. Welmu though, still not being as greedy as he was before. Not going for that nexus gateway opening. Which is a wise move. On Waystation in the close spawn positions, don't go nexus first. Because the one time you do, your opponent will rush you and you will die. And it's something that we've seen Sacsri do. Last map, of course, it was a 9 pool, so more than able to do this. Gateway now on its way, the Nexus coming through as well as that cannon. Sacsri behind this, just adding in drones and queens, drones and queens, drones and queens. Pretty standard stuff for Zerg early game. And to be honest, all of this is now playing out because of that drone scout. It may seem like such a simple thing you can do, but if you see the forge coming, you can adjust your build. Quick hatch coming down now. This is actually very quick. It came down about 3 minutes 45, which against a forge first is exceptionally early actually. Generally, up against a nexus first it'd be a normal timing, but up against a forge first tends to be a bit later. So this is quite cool. From Sacsri, just playing a bit greedy himself now. Meanwhile, Welmu, 2 gases, 6 probes in each. Should be seeing some tech out of him once this cybercore is finished up. He's going to have enough gas for it, that's for sure. Meanwhile, third base for Sacsri, coming on down. No sign of any gases yet, but that's to be expected. What does he have planned? What does Welmu have planned? Well, it's not going to be a quick game, that's for sure. Or at least an exceptionally quick game, because neither player really in a position as of this moment to be gearing up for anything too soon. So just really keeping our attention on Welmu's side, because once this cybercore finishes up, this is when we can start seeing things like tech, and it's gonna be a Twilight Council. Okay, not something that we've seen early on from Welmu so far this series. Prior to this point, he's been completely gunning towards getting out. Actually, the main thing he's been gunning towards getting out is the forge and a lot of economy in order to get those upgrades and good economic standing. The Twilight Council has 2 options. Blink, or a quick rush into, say, Dark Templar. Both would be pretty cool. Welmu has shown a preference for Blink previously, but not something that is always great. We'll wait and see. Oh, the Twilight Council's finished up. Has this Overlord seen it? Yes, it has. The Overlord sees the Dark Shrine is coming. DTs are on their way. Okay. If at first your cannon rush doesn't succeed, go full Protoss mode and go for Dark Templar. At least that's what people might say if they were so inclined to balance wine. Sacsri needs to see this coming. Needs to somehow get a scout. And by somehow, I mean with an Overlord. Hi, Mr. Dark Shrine. What are you doing there? This is an important scout. This is arguably the most important scout that could be coming through. Immediately the lair got started up. Overseers are going to be a possibility. We may even see some spores just to be on the ultra safe side. Lings out on the map. Their job is to find the proxy pylon, because if that's found, the DT would have to wander all the way across the map. Spores though getting started. Welmu needs to not overcommit to these Dark Templar. He knows it's been scouting. May just go for the one. May just say one Dark Templar. Trying my luck. Maybe Sacsri wouldn't think I'd do it with that start. Still waiting. Still keeping a close look. Where are they going to go? What are they going to do? One DT on its way. 5 additional gates. Very aggressive things on their way. Sacsri doesn't have a Rotor, so he's only got Lings. Adding in the Hydroden now. But bear in mind that Hydroden going to take quite a while to get out. Dark Templar wandering across the map. Ready to start swiping and swinging his way through. Still there. Not too much here. Gateway's just finishing up. The Hydroden nearly complete as well. Add in a good host of additional Speedlings. And that Dark Templar morphed into an Archon knows that there wasn't an option to move in thanks to those score poolers and the Overseer. Sacsri just doing the most incredible scouting this entire series, just preparing for everything Welmu could be going. In comes the Archon, in comes the Stalkers. Sacsri ready to go for the full surround. Welmu needs to win with this push because Sacsri is in a great position if this game goes on longer. Damage needs to be plentiful. The Zerglings coming from behind. More reinforcements making progress as well. A single Dark Templar there. The Spore Caller goes down. Nothing actually gone in detection. Hydras also on their way through. This is a big damage dealers here. Trying to get more damage. Drones being pulled. Sacsri knows he's just got to hold this and he's in a good position. More Hydras coming through. A couple of drones getting taken down. Sacsri taking quite significant losses in terms of the drone count. 18 workers killed. And while Welmu has been forced back, that's a fair bit of damage. Does put Welmu up overall in the worker count, but his push has now been thwarted. He's not going to get much else done. He's back into pro production, whereas Sacsri is doing nothing but pumping workers, or pumping workers now. He was pumping a few more units, but just wanting to resupply those he's lost. Welmu up by 9 probes at the moment. He's also trying to get a sneaky bit of damage down with this Dark Templar, but thanks to some Lings, plus that Spore Caller, all kept safe. Counterattack coming in. The Archon, the Zealots should be able to fend this off for the moment. But there's a good number of units here, and that's always going to be the concern. The Archon needs to be cautious. Gets taken down, and that is the big damage dealer. Sacsri is just doing so much damage right now. Picks off the majority of these units. More Warpins coming through. Welmu doing everything in his power to hold this. He does not have a Mothership or no Potent Overcharge here. Sacsri just doing everything to just slowly will this down. Got more units coming through. Producing nothing but units as well now. Plus Muscular Augments. He's going for Hydra speed as opposed to range because he wants these reinforcements across. The Cybercore is about to fall, and with that going down, no more Stalkers, no more Sentries, only Zealots. And Zealots don't deal well with those units. Still, here we go, Maulings trying to engage up here. The Hydralisk getting as much damage down as they can. Last attempt by Welmu to hold this off. He knows that he's in a bad spot. Everything that he can possibly do to hold this off, though, is being done. Warping in units frantically, microing back those Stalkers, but it's not looking good. Sacsri is going to take the game, is going to take the series. GG, congrats from Welmu. And there we have it. My Insanity Sacsri gets $150, Welmu 50.